Don't fuck with my.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurahana binti Muhammad Zulkifli. I'm from group 5. My number matric is 202104007.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum, my name is Nordala Akila binti Mazari. My matric number is 20210402.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nuraini binti Musa. My matric number is 20210406.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Putri Nur Amir Akila. My matric number is 20210423.
As of today, we were about to present our movie review, which the title is The Intern.
Shall we start with the casting crew of the main character of the movie? Firstly, we have Robert De Niro as Ben Whittaker. Second, we have Anna Hathaway as Jules Austen. And the director of the movie is Nancy Meyers.
So plot is one of the most important things in any movie.
70 years old widower Ben Whittaker, a retired executive from DEX1, applies to fill the newly conceived position of senior intern. After retirement has become too boring for him, he applies to About the Fit, a fast-growing e-commerce fashion startup in Brooklyn. Founder and CEO Jules Austen had previously agreed to a community outreach program where seniors will intern at the firm.
You look great, by the way, so great, and you're clearly more than qualified for this job. You're actually way overqualified, and we were so impressed. You had great interviews, great video. You nailed it, Ben. Congrats.
Ben impresses everyone and is one of 4 hired. Ben is assigned to work with Jules, who is somewhat skeptical at first, initially frozen out by her. Ben slowly wins over co-workers with his congeniality and gets into Jules' good graces.
Oh my god, somebody cleaned up that desk. I swear I was gonna stay late and do this myself.
Wasn't me.
Ben came in at 7 this morning and did it.
Who?
Ben, your intern.
Ben Whittaker.
He also helps numerous employees with their tasks. Ben comes to work at 7 a.m. in the morning one day to organize a messy desk that Jules had complained about previously. After work, Ben noticed Jules' chauffeurs were drinking, and then he convinced the driver to leave and let Ben drive Jules home himself.
No. Look, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, but I just happened to have looked out the window and it appeared you were drinking something from a paper bag.
A role he retains in days to come. On their first drive together, Ben asks a severe question about Jules' personal life. Jules then asks one of her employees to transfer Ben to be an intern for someone else. But by the end of the day, they become very close. The next day, Jules arrives to the car to see Ben has been replaced as her driver by Doris. Doris is a horrible driver, driving into someone else's car and almost crashing into a building. Jules drives to About the Fit and begs Ben to come back, and so he does, as she has no license.
I hope you accept my apology and come back to work for me. If you want, and I'm not just saying this because I screwed up this morning.
I'm coming back. I'm happy to come back.
Excellent.
Ben eventually reveals that he once worked in the very same building where About the Fit is now based.
No way.
I know everything about this building, or used to. You know the sycamores on the other side of the building? The big
yeah,
ones?
the big one. I love them.
Yeah, I remember the day they were planted.
Ben provides one of his co-workers a place to stay at his brownstone after being evicted by his parents.
There's handkerchiefs.
Okay, what's the deal with the handkerchief? That one, I just don't get at all.
Okay, it's essential.
Ben becomes very committed to Jules and even breaks into the house of Jules' mother to delete an embarrassingly sketchy emails, narrowly avoiding getting arrested in the process. Ben also gets to know Jules' family. Her husband Matt gave up his own career to be a stay-at-home dad to their daughter Paige. When About the Fit started to take off, however, their marriage is slowly breaking apart as the couple grows more distant. Meanwhile, Jules is under pressure to give up her post of CEO to someone outside of her company as her investor feels that she is unable to cope with the workload, having grown about the feat from a startup founder in her kitchen to a 220-employee juggernaut in only 18 months. Believing it will give her more time at home with her family, Jules is willing to consider the proposal when driving Paige home from a party. Ben discovered that Matt is having an affair with another parent at Paige's school. While on a business trip in San Francisco to interview a potential CEO candidate, Jules reveals that she knows about Matt's cheating but did not confront Matt about it because she was not ready to deal with it. In order and effort to buy herself time to save her marriage, Jules decided to hire a prospective CEO. When Jules goes to Ben's home the next day, Ben greatly encourages Jules to think about how much this will change her authority and how her creativity may be hindered, and also remind her of her passion for the company. Matt unexpectedly drops in at the office and urges her to reconsider, saying that he is sorry, ashamed, and wants to support her in her dreams. Jules goes looking out for Ben, wanting to tell him that she has changed her mind and find him enjoying his Tai Chi exercise group. She finally let herself relax and join him in practicing Tai Chi, an symbolic of her finding balance in life.
The impact of the intern movie is good and surprisingly so. Many were expecting a fragile half-baked comedy about how an old guy rejoins the workforce and struggles with modern gadgets and work processes. There are about few examples of that, but the movie is far more than a story about generational differences. It's more a drama than a comedy, and it's a good one too. There's theme of generational wisdom, not judging people by their age or anything superficial.
Two lessons learned that we could fit into this movie is firstly, it is never too late to learn something new. Robert De Niro, also known as Ben in the movie, is a 70-year-old retiree who is full of life and is always exploring new things. He gets an opportunity to work as a senior intern in a booming online fashion site. The new technology doesn't scare Ben. He learned from scratch how to use a computer with the help of his younger colleagues and his grandson who explained him the meaning of a USB. He has a childlike enthusiasm learning new things even at the young age of 70 years. He understands the importance of embracing the latest in the field of innovation and honors the energy and creativity of the younger generation who are driving today's technology economy. Like Ben, we should be willing to change with changing times and should be willing to come out of our comfort zone to explore the wonder of the new age world. Last but not least, the second lesson learned that we could fit into this movie is the experience always counts. Well, for an example, the average of CEOs is going down. We encounter more and more 20-something billionaires every day. While it is great to see young crowd taking the world by storm, we cannot disregard the wisdom, experience, and balance that the elderly people brings into the frenetic workplace of a young company.
Recommendation. It's amazing how will this film capture the essence of being a millennial brand. The craziness and the hacking behind the scene life of the online startup that we see pop in our Instagram feed daily. I usually love Anne Hathaway in this business humor role. Also, the movie will make you like Robert De Niro as he plays a kind, gentlemanly retired. I never get to see De Niro in this type of role, though to me, usually not liking any movie he's in, but he's so admirable in this movie and I could imagine anyone playing it better. I love how the movie shows some of the struggle and prejudice a female founder CEO can face without portraying a character unwillingly or completely incapable of running her own company. Leadership. Management style, we witness Jules Austin implement a transformational management and leadership style. Transformational leadership is proactive by nature. Jules Austin embodies a leader who helps her employees achieve their high order needs while at the same time achieve the business goals. An example of this in the film is with her reception Becky. She encouraged and placed many responsibilities on her, which pressurized her but enforces her to work to her best abilities with the utmost quality. Becky does feel overwhelmed. Ben therefore made Jules aware of this and she enforces Ben to help Becky. This is more effective. We therefore see Jules and transformational skill as she does motivate others to do more than intended. Challenge to the effectiveness of leadership. Founder of a fast-growing internet fashion startup, she juggles a young staff and now she has her very own senior intern. Personality of Jules Austin. The founder of the company Jules Austin and Hathaway. A tireless, driven, demanding, dynamic, workaholic, Ben is made her intern, but this is a nominal rule. She doesn't intend to give him work and it is just window dressing. However, Ben provides to be quite useful and more than that, a sort of support and wisdom.
Value and motivation. Two generations can learn from each other and work together. Initially, Austin was hesitant about having a retiree as an intern. However, she harnessed her agreement to be a community outreach program for seniors and take him in. She soon realized how much she could learn from his experience and some of his old school ways. On the other hand, Austin started a Facebook account for retaker and teaches him the modern ways of working in the industry. Type of team. Cross-functional teams are made up of individuals from various departments. These teams tackle specific tasks that require different inputs and expertise. This can happen when various teammates work on a project together to get the best outcome. This can be a difficult dynamic to negative if teams have been operating in a silo approach up until the point of collaboration. It's crucial that the different personalities and perspectives are embraced and that everyone in the cross-functional team are working to just range. Group decision-making technique brainstorming, a group problem-solving method that involves the spontaneous contribution of creative ideas and solutions. This technique requires intensive freewheeling discussion in which every member of the group is encouraged to think aloud and suggest as many ideas as possible based on diverse knowledge. Diversity and discrimination. Age discrimination. A retired 70 years old widower, Ben, played by Robert De Niro, is bored with retired life. He applies to be a senior intern at an online fashion retailer and gets the position. The founder of the company is Jules Austin and Hathaway, a tireless, driven, demanding, dynamic workaholic. Ben is made her intern, but this is a nominal role. She doesn't intend to give him work and it is just window dressing. However, Ben proved to be quite useful and more than that, a source of support and wisdom.
Communication, small group communication, refers to interaction among three people who are connected through a common purpose, mutual influence, and a shared identity. Choice of channel, non-verbal communication. This is related because they use facial expression, gesture, and posture, vocal characteristic, personal appearance, touching behavior. Power and politics. Healthy habits are key to success. Ben goes to bed by 10 p.m. and wake up at a regular time. He also exercises regularly, his favorite being Tai Chi. Regular sleep schedules allows the body to get the proper amount of sleep, regenerate, and strengthen the immune system. Likewise, regular exercise helps with strengthening and improving bodily functions no matter whatever the age. Healthy habits are very important to the success of an entrepreneur. Conflict. Role overload happens when the expectations set to a role holder are unmanageable and there is not enough time for the role holder to perform all the roles expected of her. Jules Austen were expected to work while at the same time expected to be a responsible mother to a child and a caring wife to a husband. In a community, she is also expected to perform some other roles which impossible to be done all at once. Conflict management technique. Avoiding this is a loss situation. Neither party take action to address the issues involved in the conflict, meaning that it will remain unresolved. This approach is best used if all concerned feel that the issue is a minor one and will be resolved in time without any fuss. When the parties need a change to cool down and spend time apart. If other people are able to resolve the conflict more effectively than the parties concerned. When more time is needed before thinking about dealing with the issues. If the impact of dealing with the situation may be damaging to all parties involved. Culture sub-lecture. Work culture mostly depends on how the organization is run and how employees behave with each other. Anne Hathaway is the kind of boss in the movie who always moves around and motivates her employees every step of their way. She also believes in maintaining a good relationship with her employees. This has led to smooth flows of work in the workplace. It also shows how employees are satisfied in the organization. This behavior is influenced by Ben, and Ben makes sure that Jules has a good relationship with her employees to maintain a good work culture.
As we could see here, this is the organizational chart of the company about the fit. Firstly, we have the CEO, Jules Austen, and second, we have the assistant, Becky, and last but not least, the senior intern, Ben Whitaker. Finally, they were the three main characters of the movie. Now that we understood the leadership style that Jules Austen had applied, this is the evidence of transformational management and leadership style implemented by Jules Austen.
Okay, let me just review this with you. You have 6 bridesmaids. You ordered 6 of the silk chiffon Antoinette dresses in pink. The wedding is in 3 days, and the dresses just arrived all in charcoal gray. Okay, here's what we're gonna do about this. I'm gonna call the vendor and have this fixed today. I will personally see the dresses before they are FedExed, and I promise you they will be at your front door by 9 a.m. Friday, okay?
Afterwards, this is the evidence of the group decision-making technique that applied in this movie, which is brainstorming.
I'm so happy.
Beautiful Miami, thank you.
Oh, look at Chicago. She put the same boots in her cart as the woman from Houston.
Okay, let's see what she does at checkout. She's not buying them either.
Okay, maybe check the delivery cost on those boots?
Last but not least, this is the evidence of subculture, value and motivation that 2 generations can learn from each other and work together into the movie.
Knock, knock.
Hey.
Hi. I took a look at the data purchase patterns. Should I come back?
No, come on in. That was fast.
Well, I enlisted Becky's help. It seems the most expensive place you're advertising is actually bringing the customers who are spending the least, and the channels you're least investing in are adding enormous value in segments that currently appear to have low value but actually have the highest spending potential. That's what I could tell so far.
Whoa, Ben. Can you deal with that for me? Maybe come up with a better plan? I mean, if you have the time?
Happy to.
The man spent 40 years in business.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Lastly, this is the evidence of choice of channel that they applied in non-verbal communication. This is related because they use facial expression and other.
Hey guys, thanks for accidentally sending an email to the wrong person. And she's at work right now.
The time is up. We really appreciate your time. Thank you.